We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Raiders will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
To the air, it's Beck. Got his man quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Texas Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here, and you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him! Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. They go right back to it. Fights off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Back to throw, it's Morton. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
3rd down coming up after that completion. Wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
That's caught. It's Eakin. And he's dragged down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boost.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. The official says no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Morton. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win. Throw it to a little guy like this.
I just need to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last
play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He's got the back in the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Morton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Joyner. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just
Worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. With the catch, it's Fletcher. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Dropping back, it's Morton. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
With the catch, it's Virgil. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. All defense so far, nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the fourth quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the run. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that might be all it takes, fellas. This has been a defensive war and struggle all game long. That field goal in the fourth quarter might be what ends this thing. The newspapers tomorrow are going to say 3-0. How crazy is that?
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Fletcher. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Nice move there. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
Makes the catch around the 50. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the option, he'll toss it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Looking to pass. It's back. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
This time he's got him. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.